Okay.
Are you timing me?
No, that's just how long it's recording for. There's no time limit.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, when you have no idea on a word problem, a good thing to start with is, what do you want to know that you don't know?
You want to know how much of each solution will end up in the 12% solution.
Good. So, what does that give you in the 4-part process? Something that you don't know that you want to know is a good...
Variable.
Yeah, good, great variable. So, let's let X be liters of, the 10% solution? Ooh, that's pretty lame, percent, okay. Y is liters of 20% solution. Okay. Now you're mixing the two of those together. So of course the next step in doing a word problem is setting up your equations. Okay. Now when you're mixing the solutions together, you want two things to happen, right? You want to have the right amount of liquid when you mix them together, and you also want to make sure that it has the right concentration, that the Kool-Aid is just strong enough, right? So the two equations come from that. Let's see all right, amount of solution I gotta work on my writing here. Okay, so two different equations. Now, one of them is an easier equation.
So one would be x plus y equals 30, and the other would be x plus y equals 0.12.
Okay, good. So let's do, which one is the amount of solution equation?
The 30 gallon.
Good. X plus y is equal to 30. Right? Yeah? Right in here?
In here.
Mm-hmm. You got to be able to do better than I do. Yeah. Much better than me. Good. So x plus y is equal to 30. That's the right amount of solution. Now the right concentration equation you were kind of given to me just a second ago. Can you write out what you said? Now, okay, this is a good idea, right? You want a 12% solution, and that's where this 0.12 comes from. But the problem is here is when you put, say if you put 3 liters of X in, right? 3 liters of the 10% solution, you're not really getting 3 liters of salt, right? This would be the equation if both solutions were 100% solutions, right? If the amount of salt from here and the amount of salt from here, you would want them to be equal to, 0.12 times something, but 0.1 would be 12%. Okay. So how much salt actually comes from the 10% solution? Like if you have 3 liters of 10% solution, how much of that solution is salt?
If I have 3 liters and 10%, I can use the calculator.
Yeah.
So it would be 3 times 0.1, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. 10% of that 3 liters is
0.3. 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
0.3. So the way you actually represent how much salt is coming in from your X liters of 10% solution is just by adding 0.1 or 0.10 in front of your X. Okay. Now the same thing happens for the Y. How much salt is actually coming from your Y solution, or from Y liters of the 20% solution, I should say.
And we're still basing it off 3 gallons.
Yeah. For example, if it was 3 gallons, or let's say if it was 5 gallons of the 20% solution, how much salt would be coming from that?
1.
Good, right? One liter of that 5 liters would be salt. But in general, you don't know how many liters of 20% solution you're putting in. You're wanting to represent that. So the representation for that is going to be 0.20, right, times Y. So I'm going to erase this real quick just so we can neaten it up a little bit. Oops. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let you write it because you're honestly much better. Good. So you have what? You have 0.1 times x plus 0.20 times y is equal to 0.12. Now, remember, this is the actual amount of salt coming from the first solution, and this is the actual amount of salt coming from the second solution. And you want your resulting solution to be 12%. But how many liters of salt is there in the resulting solution? It's 12% of how many liters in your mixture?
Would I do 30 times point?
Good.
3.6.
3.6. So one thing you could do is just put 3.6 right here, or you could do 0.12 times 30 right there. So those are your two equations. Is x plus y is equal to 30, and then 0.1x plus 0.2 y is equal to 0.12 times 30. Are they kind of making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, what have we just created?
2 different equations.
Okay, which is a what are we solving in chapter 8?
Word problem.
Okay, well, before word problems, what are the two equations and two variables called? The
Solutions. Systems of equations.
Yeah. So this is a system of equations. Now, what ways do you have to solve a system of equations?
We have substitution, elimination.
Good. Substitution or elimination. Well, those are the algebraic techniques. There's also graphing, but that wouldn't be that effective here. Okay, so essentially you could substitute or eliminate to solve this system. That would give you one of the values, right? And then you can easily find out the other one, and then answer the word problem. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions or no? Okay.